Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So every time I think California couldn't possibly get any worse, the California Legislature gets together and proves me wrong. This year, they have decided to double down on gun control, with 5 bills containing gun control being heard in committee today alone. And we're going to talk about each one of those. However, today specifically, we're going to be talking about California banning Glocks. It is almost unbelievable, but it's absolutely true. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on and how they're doing it. This video is proud to be sponsored by American Hartford Gold. Listen, if there is one thing that those of us in the firearms community understand, it's that you cannot rely on the government for your protection. Not with your life, and especially not with your wealth. Look, throughout our lifetime, the dominance of the US dollar was unquestioned, but that may be changing. As we face unprecedented inflation, the world's biggest economies are ditching the dollar for the yen. Banks are failing left and right, and the government is discussing a total control of all of your money with the new digital dollar. Don't let your life savings become a casualty of failing corporations or currency wars. Now is the time to call the only precious metal dealer that I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your wealth portfolio with physical gold and silver. With the finest products, amazing customer service, and a buyback commitment. American Hartford Gold has a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. American Hartford Gold supports content like this that is committed to bringing you the truth. Tell them I sent you and they'll give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. So call them now. Click the link in the description or call 866-856-2507. That's 866-856-2507 or text COPPER to 65532. Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here. So the bill that we're talking about today is a bill that was introduced by Assembly Member Gabriel. The bill is AB 1127, and this bill would essentially ban all Glocks or anything like it in the state of California. Now, the big question is, how would they do that, right? Well, in order to understand exactly how they would do that, let's just go ahead and take a quick look at the bill itself. Now, in order to understand this bill and how the ban works, we just need to read a little bit here. So it says, this bill would prohibit a licensed firearms dealer to sell, offer for sale, exchange, give, transfer, or deliver any semi-automatic convertible pistol except as specified. For these purposes, this bill would define convertible pistol as any semi-automatic pistol that can be converted into a machine gun solely by the installation or attachment of a converter. Now, hold on to your hats because that's not the end of it. If we go down just a little bit further, it also bans the possession. So not only are they banning things from coming in, but they're also trying to ban what you already own. So California is trying to come for them here. So it says this bill would expand the above definition of machine gun to include any convertible pistol equipped with a pistol converter and thus prohibit the manufacture, sale, possession, or transportation. So I'm sure you guys know what they're talking about, right? They're talking about those little clicky things that go on the back there. As a matter of fact, they use the rest of this paragraph to explain exactly what they are. But here's the thing. They're already banned on the federal level, which means they're already banned in California. So that means what California is doing here is they're simply using them as an excuse to ban anything that they can be attached to. And since they don't like what they can be attached to, this is the perfect excuse for them. Now, California is not the first state to attempt something like this, but California is the perfect state to get something like this done because the left holds a supermajority in the legislature. They obviously have the governor's office, so there's really nothing impeding its path. There's nothing to stop it from making it all the way to the governor's desk. And I'm sure that he would sign something like this because it's right up his alley. So again, this is what they're trying to do in the state of California. Now, like I said before, this is something that's being heard in committee today. Thankfully, Sam Perez, who is, I believe, the president of the Gun Owners of California, is there to advocate against this and all of the other bills that we're going to be talking about here soon. So, I mean, hopefully this doesn't go any further, but being California, you just never know. These things have a better chance in California of passing than any other state, in my opinion. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that. This is a very big one, and it's just something that needs to be stopped. So again, make your voice heard. You know, write an email, make a phone call, let the people in charge know that you oppose this. So I wanted to let you know about that. I want to thank you all very much for watching. If you're watching this and you have not yet subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's a huge support to us, and I want to thank you to everybody who's subscribed up until this point. So thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day.